4th Battleground win, which means that we've got another set of Battleground rewards. Let's go ahead, check it out, mailbox, and let's claim the rewards. What are we going to get out of the Platinum Pack this time around? Hopefully we get a Pro, because we haven't gotten a Wrestlemania Pro yet out of Battleground. Okay, so first off, Charlotte. Is she? No, she's not a Pro. Alright, so we're not gonna get a Pro just yet, but it's another female card. Now I've got Naomi, I've got Bayley, I've got Charlotte, and I've got Nikki Bella, so 4 chances at a female WrestleMania Pro card. So that's good. The Ultimate card, Seth Rollins, I think that's a Pro, doesn't really matter. And battle points, what's the last Ultimate card? What's it gonna be? Come on. Nakamura. Not sure if he's a Pro or not. Alright, so whatever. Another female card. Good chances of getting a female Pro in the future, but as of right now, still haven't gotten a Pro out of this mode, or at least a WrestleMania 33 Pro. What's up, my peeps? Time for a brand new episode of Supercard, and I almost didn't get the Aleister Black card yesterday from Ring Domination. I was preoccupied with a bunch of other stuff, and then with like an hour remaining until the event ends, I'm like, oh crap, forgot about the game. Get back to it. Thankfully, only had a couple shards left to go, so it's easy to get them, despite, little time remaining. Anyways, today is the very first Team Road to Glory since the brand new update with Team Battleground. So we took a short break from Team Battleground after the 3rd one. Now we started the 4th one, and I started it like 10 minutes prior to Team Road to Glory starting, and the reason why we waited until Team Road to Glory to start another one was obviously to get more charges, to get them easier and quicker since we're getting more pulls out of Team Road to Glory. Now, in the last video, I asked you guys if you noticed, that the charges weren't being given out as easily or as quickly as before. And a lot of you did. A lot of you were like, yeah, I noticed I'm not getting charges as often as before since the last maintenance. Well, not the last one, but the one before that. Some of you, though, didn't notice any difference. To you, it was still the same thing, and you were still getting good luck when it comes to charges. But now, even in this Team Road to Glory, which I haven't started it yet, haven't started playing because I'm making this video, but 2 teammates already have pointed out that they're barely pulling charges from this Team Road to Glory. So it definitely seems like changes were made and you aren't pulling charges as much as before, which, like I said in the previous video, it makes sense why they would do that, so you could go ahead and purchase charge multipliers. But that's not what the video is about. But while I'm on the subject of both Team Road to Glory and Team Battleground, here's a little warning for you guys. This is a mistake that I almost made. So, before starting the Team Battleground, we all had put our training cards in, as we usually do for Team Road to Glory. Because, it's one of the best modes to train your cards in. And so, by doing that, we went from the WrestleMania 33 tier back down to the Ultimate tier, or Ultimate Plus, whatever. We were in the Ultimate tier. And I forgot about that, I wasn't thinking about that, and I was just excited to start another Team Battleground a couple of minutes prior to Team Road to Glory starting, because of course you've got a couple of minutes where the game searches for an opponent first. And then a general of the team, he goes ahead and says, hey guys, we better go back to the WrestleMania tier prior to starting the Team Battleground, or else we're going to get some Ultimate rewards instead of WrestleMania rewards. So it's a good thing he thought of that, and he paid attention to that, because I might have started Team Battleground, and we would have pretty much wasted it and gotten some Ultimate rewards along with, I guess, some Elite rewards as well, instead of a WrestleMania reward with some Ultimate cards for winning it. So just keep that in mind, remember that, because, oftentimes, we're not used to Team Road to Glory along with Team Battleground. We're used to just putting in the training cards, like, sometimes days before Team Road to Glory, and not thinking of it, because why would you? But now with Team Battleground, if you're waiting until Team Road to Glory to start one, make sure you remember that and make sure you're at the top tier that you can be at, so you don't get lower rewards. Now that doesn't mean you can't train your cards anymore, it just means that you gotta make sure that prior to starting a Team Battleground, prior to searching for an opponent, that you make sure your team is at the top tier possible, and then once the game has found an opposing team for you guys to face off against, that's when you can go ahead, train your cards, you can drop down the tier, you'll still get the same rewards. Just make sure your team is aware of that though, and that they've got their strongest cards in when you're about to start a Team Battleground. Anyways, speaking of rewards, we got Randy in this Team Road to Glory. That's not a Pro for me. The Ultimate card, Ty Dillinger, pretty sure that's not a Pro either. I'm pretty sure I don't have Ty. And another thing, I've gotten a ton of female cards recently, so you guys saw me get Ultimate Pro Bayley when I didn't have any Ultimate Pros except for Ultimate Pro Alexa Bliss, the event card. And then afterwards, I got Ultimate Pro Charlotte, which I've still yet to pro. Of course, on top of that, I also got WrestleMania 33 Nikki Bella. And then I also pulled WrestleMania 33 Bayley. And then, of course, you had the event Bayley. And now, recently, I got Charlotte, which you guys saw in the beginning of this episode. And during this ring domination for Aleister Black, towards the end actually, I pulled Nia Jax. So that's another WrestleMania 33 female card. So I went from only having one Ultimate Pro to a ton of female cards all of a sudden. Event Pros, even though I haven't Pro Bayley yet, I will once this Team Road to Glory is done, because I know most people have pro'd her already, but I've told you guys this before, I'm extremely lazy when it comes to proing cards, so most of the time I'll just wait until ring domination. Well, I can't wait until ring domination for a female card, can't train them in ring domination, but I'll wait for Team Road to Glory. Anyways, yeah, events, event pros, ultimate pros, and some WrestleMania 33 singles. So I've considered myself pretty lucky recently when it comes to the female luck. Yes, of course, I haven't gotten, a normal WrestleMania 33 pro. But then today, I get an email for somebody, actually the same person that sent me the fake Matt Hardy, or, duplicate event Matt Hardy screenshot. The same person that sent me that fake screenshot went ahead and sent me another screenshot today. And it was another duplicate card. Or actually, in this case, it's another duplicate pro. You guys remember the person that had 2 HBK Pro cards? Well, now somebody has 2 Bayley Pro event cards. Now, since the last screenshot was a fake one and I told you guys, hey, it turned out to be fake. By the way, this guy that sent me the fake screenshot, I saw one of his comments on one of my recent videos. He was like, yo, I'm sorry, I found that screenshot on Twitter, so it wasn't him that made the screenshot. This time around, he sent me another email. He's like, yo, I've got proof this time. He sends me this screenshot. As you can see, somebody has 2 Event Pro Bayley cards maxed out, and you can see the team. So, easy way to find out if this is real or not. Went ahead, looked up the team, and sure enough, it's real. Somebody has duplicate Event Pro Bayley cards. Look, people have had HBK Pro, 2 HBK Pros, more than one Brock Lesnar card when you're supposed to only have one. This, I think, is the luckiest one out of anybody that's gotten duplicate events. Because you know how hard it is to get good female cards in the tier you're in. Oftentimes, you'll get the good cards when it's almost too late. When a brand new tier is out, that's when, well, at least in my case, that's what usually happens, but this guy has freaking 2 Event Pro Baileys. You know how good that is? Like, you can't compare to that. The only thing that would compare is somebody who's got Event Pro Bayley and, I guess, Alexa Bliss Pro from Money in the Bank, but those Money in the Bank cards just aren't as strong as the event cards. I've encountered so many people with Ultimate Pro Naomi from Money in the Bank, and my Alexa Bliss card wins like 95% of those matches because the difference is just too big. So this guy's incredibly lucky. If you have a duplicate of a male event card, that's cool and all, but there's a male event card or a brand new male event card every 2 weeks. On the other hand, there's only one female event per tier. This guy's got 2. And I'm not counting the Money in the Bank ones because, like I said, those are weaker. If I was somehow given a choice of getting a duplicate of any event card that I wanted, I would pick the Bayley event card. Because I know how hard it is to come by these good female cards, especially the female pros. This would help me out not just for this WrestleMania 33 tier, but for the tier after that as well. So I'd consider Devman777 probably the luckiest Supercard player out there right now. And for those wondering why I didn't censor his name out, initially when I censored some of them out, it's because I didn't want to be the reason why they'd get banned. But in this case, this picture has also gone on Twitter, and on top of that, from what I've heard, this is something, that's due to the game messing up. It's not an exploit that you do, so me showing this, I don't think is going to get him banned. Anyways, that's pretty much it for that. Before I end this video, first off, sucks that Braun Strowman is out for 6 months. I'm hoping that the 6 months is an exaggeration like they did with John Cena and a couple other superstars in the past, where they're like, this superstar is out for this long and it seems like a really long period, but they're just saying that so it's a surprise when he returns earlier. I hope that's the case, because I think Braun is one of the better parts of Raw, and I wanted to see Brock versus Braun Strowman to see how Braun fares against Brock. Would they give him enough offense? Would they have Braun really take it to Lesnar? Now, moving on to a completely different subject, I'm currently looking for some people who have SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 or 2008 on the 360 with an Xbox Live subscription so you can play online. If you do have 07 or 08 on the 360, let me know on Twitter. And with that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click that like button down below, and I'm out. See ya.